Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2023. This is for Taurus Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Taurus. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Taurus, this is a big month. This is a huge month. There are so many aspects happening. Two things. First, if you are new to my channel, I leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you want to follow along. Secondly, don't forget, after I do your spread, stay tuned to the end because I pull more cards. I break it down week by week and you will want to know what's going on. There's so much activity happening this week. It's kicking off. We're kicking off June with a bang. I told you, and you know this, Jupiter is in your sign for the entire year. You have the planet of luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, belief in your sign for entire. That's out of all the signs, you'll have the most luck. All right, so this is great. The first time that it's happened since 2011, 2012. Think about what happened around that time. I'm going to ask you to do this for a couple dates this month because there's a lot happening linking back to some past aspects. But just know we're kicking off June 1st. You can even mark this in your calendar. We have that Jupiter North Node conjunction. This is huge. This is your luck cranked up big time. If you don't know astrology well, the North Node, in layman's terms, it's kind of like your spiritual journey. It's like, it's, if you want to call it destiny, we can call it destiny, okay? Jupiter is hugging the North Node. We really love that. And then right after, we have that full moon in Sagittarius. And so that full moon in Sagittarius is in your 8th house, all right? The 8th house is all about transformation. It's death and rebirth, full moons, conclusion of something. There's something, I know we had that eclipse last month, but this is something else. This is almost like you're going through your rebirth now, and it's big, it's huge. All right, this is huge. We also have Venus moving into Leo. Why is this big, and why is this a big deal for you? Taurus, we know Mars is in Leo. We now have Venus in Leo as well. So remember, if you saw my reading last week, I said Mars in Leo is a very fiery placement, all about being passionate about your passions going forward with everything. Like nothing can stop you now. It's about being proud of yourself, being confident in what you're doing and moving forward. Now we have Venus there. Venus, the planet of love, the planet of beauty, money, sex, everything that you think that Venus represents, with Mars, the planet of action, drive, ambition. I mean, this is huge. Venus is going to be in Leo all summer long. This is amazing because you know Venus is your ruling planet. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. I really love this for you. It might be a little too, like, you could feel, I'm not going to lie, this is really fiery. It's like, it's really high energy. It's all about pleasure at this point. I want you to have fun. I want you to have fun. Still, you know, don't lose sight of everything that you're working hard for, but you're going to have fun. And this placement, this is in your 4th house. So a lot of it's going to be with relationships. A lot of it's going to be with family, with your home environment. That's what the 4th house is. It's your domestic sector. Last thing I'm going to tell you, there's Mercury's going into Gemini. I absolutely love that because that's going into your 2nd house. Again, you rule the 2nd house, okay? That's all about salary. That's your finances. That's self-value, self-worth. And that Venus and Mars placement in Leo really amps that up. You're going to feel really good this month. You're going to feel really good. So I absolutely love that for you. Some of y'all may be getting new jobs. Some of y'all may be even putting out, you know, the new moons is a good time to plant seeds, okay? Now, 6 months later, we're going to have that full moon in Gemini where you may see things starting to manifest around that time. It could happen sooner. But this is just a great time to just really, but let's say just initiate things, okay? Initiate the things that you want. You may even see things starting to blossom because there's so much crazy activity happening for you, Taurus. It's really amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. I haven't even talked about the fact that, we do have like Mercury going into Cancer. We're moving into Cancer season. There's so much happening this month. One last thing I really do have to tell you is mark, if you are marking in your calendar, key dates, because I get a lot of comments from people asking, what is the luckiest day of this week? What's the luckiest day of this year? It really is the 19th, okay? It's June 19th, Juneteenth, okay? This is the day that Jupiter is sextile Saturn. Oh my goodness. Think back to December 21st, 2020. Think about what happened around there for you. What were you doing around that time? What were you doing around that time? Because you may start seeing things from that time manifest around this time, okay? This is a very rare aspect. Everything that you were planning back then, you could start seeing it come to fruition around this time. So really love that for you. I really love the aspects of this month. There are a lot of squares too, I'm not gonna lie. But there are two planets that are going retrograde. So those are actually good retrogrades. All right, Saturn's one of them, and that's a good time to just think about what's next in terms of long-term longevity, commitment energy. It's really like boulder off your shoulder energy for a little bit. So Taurus, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for June 2023. Again, this is for Taurus, Sun and Rising. And if you want to read for your Moon, your Venus, any other placement that you want more clarity on, you are absolutely welcome to do that. And let's go ahead and get started. I think that's it. And again, remember to stay tuned to the end. I am going to, we'll break it down week by week, and I'll talk about some of these aspects. But of course, in my weekly readings, we will go full on. We will go full on and talk all about it. This is great, amazing. Look what's going on for you, Taurus. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It does give the best overview, in my opinion. And if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. I love this. I absolutely love this. I 1000% love this. Just one thing that I want you to know is I want you to have a little bit of gratitude moving forward. I'm not saying you don't have gratitude, but what I'm seeing here, things are going to be so good for you if you have that gratitude. We're gonna talk about it. You did get the 9 of Swords, okay? Now, here it came up in your past. All right, it came up in your past. I love this. So this is saying, looking at your entire spread here, there's something that you've just been going through it. All right, I'm not gonna lie. If you think about astrologically, and I get it. Listen, I get what Tauruses have been going through it. You had Jupiter in your 12th house for an entire year. You had a series of eclipses in your sign for a long time, and they were not great eclipses. So you have been going through it, and it is indicated here. Yes, you had all these swords stacked over your head. Swords are the mental suit, so this is a lot of stress. This is a lot of just like, psychological warfare. This is, look at him, hands over his face in that bed, and he is, you got to ask yourself, like, were you mourning something? Were you grieving something? Were you just, you hit dead ends, like nothing was going the way that you wanted to. You could have gotten fights, you could have gotten arguments, you could have lost your job. There's a lot of things that could have happened. What resonates with you? What kept you up at night? Okay, what kept you up at night? The whole goal is to pull those swords out one by one, okay? Raise your energy levels, turning everything into a positive when you go to bed at night. It's why, I'm not going to take too much time talking about this, but Google, after this reading, theta mode. It's a real thing, okay? It's why people, they will pray when they go to bed. They have positive affirmations when they go to bed. It's because it changes everything up here. So, for instance, if you go to bed at night thinking, why is this happening to me? Why, and having all these worries and concerns, when you flip it, when you say, I'm so excited for tomorrow because I'm just going to nip this in the bud. I'm so excited for tomorrow because I know it's going to be better than it was today. Do you see how just flipping that just changes your mindset, and it makes everything, like I always say, we're all made of energy. The higher you vibrate your energy, because we're all made of energy, right? And the more you attract the things that you want. Even Albert Einstein himself, that what he said, match the reality, match the frequency of the reality you want. You cannot help but get that reality. So it looks like a lot of y'all are finally moving forward in a really good place, and nothing can freaking stop you now. You got the Knight of Wands in the heart of your spread. This is just running with it now. This is, remember what I said, really fiery placement. Both Mars and Venus and Leo is really, really fiery. And then with Mercury moving into Gemini and its domicile, I mean, this very stimulating, okay? Now, Knight of Wands. This is very interesting because, like I said, we do have that full moon in Sagittarius. He is Sagittarius. And this is double fire. The Knights are fire. Wands are fire. This is like so much fire. This is liveliness. This is just, all the Knights work for the Queen, right? And they're just really going after the passions, their passions. This is all about creativity, ideas. It's just work related too. If you're here for jobs, I mean, look at that wand, okay? Wands are fire, and look at the leaves sprouting from it. When I say plant seeds, it's like you've planted them, and now it's time to see them grow. Time to see them grow. If you haven't planted them yet, plant them, okay? Plant them. This is a good month to do it. Absolutely a good month. Remember, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. So this is, remember, we have that new moon in Gemini. It's a really good time. But then the first day of June's a really good time. There are so many, just do it at some point this month. Everything that you're working for. And if you already have, good for you. The Knights, this is that active mode. This is like in, passions in motion, right? Passions in motion. You can even see that he's wearing the yellow tunic, which is covered in salamanders, which is all about transformation, okay? So very transformative month for you. A lot of y'all traveling. Some of y'all are traveling. Like mid-May is when y'all are going to be, some of y'all may be planning short distance trips. So very excited for that if you do, because travel is a force of good. Travel's force of good. It gives you that time to really just be in your headspace. It opens your eyes up to things. It brings a lot more clarity, helps you tap into your intuitive side. It always, even if you're not traveling anywhere, just go, to the lake down the street and do like a walk around it 20 times with your dog, maybe 5 times, but you get where I'm going with this. Now, you did get the 6 of Pentacles in your challenge area. So again, this is, especially looking at, and yeah, I'm going to point it out now. You did get the Tower, but it came in the root of your spread. We'll talk about that later. But the fact that you have the 6 of Pentacles, which is your card, you rule this card, this is ruled by Taurus, with the Tower and the 9 of Swords. This is basically saying, remember what I said earlier, have that gratitude. So some of y'all this month may feel that you're not getting the support you need, that there is some, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, mentally, or even just in your physical world. Pentacles, not only money and wealth, but it's earthbound. It's our physical reality, okay? Some of y'all may feel like you're not getting that support you need. Some of y'all are feeling that there is, it's still like a little bit of like that balance that you seek. Tauruses, it's all, like you're so grounded, right? The balance that you seek may feel a little rocky a little bit, but have that gratitude, because that's what this card is. You see that, man dressed in red. I mean, that's passion, that's power. He's so philanthropic. He's helping the needy here, okay? He's helping the needy, and this is, a lot. It has to do with generosity and gratitude. And I always say, and 6 is the heart of the tree of life. So this is really, it's that gratitude that does fuel the positive energies of this world. It's the highest vibration. If you think about the law of attraction, right? Having that gratitude for everything that you have, okay? And so even if things have been a little challenging for you, and they have, I'm not gonna lie, the past year, things have been, there's been ups and downs for Tauruses. have that gratitude. You have a roof above your head, that you have, the love from, your family, or wherever it is. Like, have that gratitude, okay? And having that gratitude, knowing that, some people don't even get opportunities. Some people don't even have, things. So having that gratitude is going to be really helpful, and that really is like the biggest energy that's coming through here. But again, I'm not saying that you don't have gratitude. I'm just saying, really, if you feel that you're in a low energy mode, having that gratitude is going to just, like a rocket ship, okay? Like a rocket ship, and everything's going to be you're just going to attract the things that you want a lot more effortlessly. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's put it that way. Now, the world. Hello, you got the world. I love that you got the world. You're ready. You're ready. It's very clear here. You're ready to move. It's almost like I want to leave this whole year behind. I don't even want to remember it. I'm ready to just move forward in this new direction, whether it is with a relationship, whether it's career, whether it's like your spiritual journey, and whatever it is, you are ready. The world, you're here too. You know that, right? 4 fixed signs in the corners of the world. This is everything, okay? 22 paths in the tree of life. 22 paths in the major arcana. We've come to the end of the hero's journey, the fool's journey, your journey. And with that, you see the garland shaped in a 0 going back to the fool's journey. What comes after a journey? A new one. Okay? That's all you want right now. And again, the 4 fixed signs bringing that stability. Okay? Bringing that stability. I really love that. You see that the dancer and she's so happy. She's so happy, just dancing with the 2 magicians' batons. Now she is known to be she's been associated with Hermaphroditus, which is the child of Hermes and Aphrodite, right? God and goddess. And so this is, through the journey, there's been dualities, there's been polarities. This is the union of them both, right? Masculine and feminine, dark and light. I mean, this is everything, and this is all you want, is to start this brand new journey. Okay, you got the Tower and the root of your spread. This is saying that some of y'all are feeling that this month that there's still something that's like, again, with the 6 of Pentacles in your challenge area, that like things are, I feel like things are a little chaotic. But this is a chaotic month, I'm not gonna lie. It's like a very fiery month. It's like go, fun. But it's also like there's so many squares, so it's kind of like hitting this high, and then something's like, oh, I gotta come back to earth and do my work. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. But with the Tower and the root of your spread, it's just saying that there is a moment where there could have been something that was challenging, something you saw unfavorably, something that may have happened that was unexpected, that did happen, okay? Or it will happen in the month of June. But with the fact that you do have the Knight of Wands, 9 of Swords in your past, the World in your crown, this is something you want. I am not going to lie here. This is all that you're ready to, like, again, it's almost like what I said earlier. I don't even want to remember the past year. I just want to move forward into this new direction. This is basically saying I'm ready to burn it down, build it up, okay? The Tower moment, again, a lot of people see it as like this crazy, like, oh no, card. It's really not that kind. I don't want you to fear this card. First of all, when you fear the Tower card, you're already building a blockage for yourself. Remember, fear is a low energy frequency, okay? Do you want to go through life fearing things? No. You want to own it, right? You want to own everything. You own those feelings. Now, the Tower, it is the card of unexpected changes, and that come, it's like blindsiding, okay? But, it just means that it's meant for you, okay? It's meant for you. The Tower moment happens for you. It doesn't happen to you, all right? You do see that the Tower is still standing. What comes after the Tower? The Star, the card of hope and faith, and stars aligning for you. You see the lightning bolt? That's a flash of light. Every card has hope in it. That's light right there. And then if you think about the Tree of Life, it does have the flashing sword, or, the lightning bolt, whatever you want to call it, going through it. There you go. You got over here, you got all the flashes here, the 12 yods. And then you got the 10 over here. There you go. The 12, the zodiac signs, and then up here, the 10 up here. That is the 10 spheres and the tree of life. You add them together, 22, okay? What did I say earlier? 22 paths in the tree of life, 22 major arcanas. This is fated, okay? If there is something that just is, that happens this month where it's just like a little like, oh, I didn't see that coming. It's almost like, but I'm glad it happened. But I'm glad it happened, okay? Because look, you got the 3 of Cups in your future. You have a lot to celebrate. You're going to have something to celebrate. This is all about celebration. It's all about joy. I absolutely love this card. You know, there's some of y'all will have some great moments with your brothers and sisters, aunts, cousins, family, okay? Remember, Mars and Venus and Leo in your 4th house, your domestic sector. But remember, all that energy that's with the sun moving into Cancer, with Mercury moving into Cancer, at the end of the month, that's your 3rd house of, you know, siblings is part of that. And this is a card of brotherhood and sisterhood. And I always say, if you don't have siblings, like biological or whatever, think about your soul sister, think about your bro, right? Your squad. But at the end of the day, this is all about something to celebrate. So you are going to have something to celebrate this month in June, all right? Especially because you are going after your passions. Nothing's going to stop you. And the other thing is 3 is all about growth, development, advancement, but it's also creation, okay? So there could be something, again, new happening this month, especially because you absolutely want it to, with the world in your crown and the tower and the root of your spread. This is the tower for you is a blessing in disguise. It is, okay? So I want you to remember that. Now let's get to your stuff. Taurus, you're amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I always love hearing from y'all. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. You're amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I do appreciate it. I am very grateful. Okay, so let's get to your stuff. Yeah, okay, boom. This is very interesting. A lot of people are getting... Okay, so let's move forward. You did get the Queen of Cups. I love the fact that you got the Queen of Cups. This is all you want. You just want to be this... and it's going to happen. Is a big energy coming through, as you are going to have all this love. You're going to have... the Queen of Cups leads with her heart. Okay, so she is the most loving queen, right? And so it's this love for everybody in her kingdom. Love for everybody in her empire. Doesn't matter if it's... the emperor, doesn't matter if it's a farmer, okay? She knows them all by name. She knows everything about them. She loves everybody, but also a lot of self-love, okay? A lot of self-love here with this card, and that's all you want this month, though, right? So this love energy is really, really strong. Very intuitive energy, too. She is the most intuitive queen, okay? She's very intuitive, very psychic, and she's, you know, you can see her feet in the water emotions, right? So she's in touch. She has this emotional intelligence. She's in touch with her emotional side. This is you, Taurus. This is you for the month of June. I absolutely love that. All right. One thing that I want to point out is that the difference between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, or any king and queen for that matter, kings are more external, is where their powers and energy lies. Queens are internal. All right. That's why she has all that like deep love and that self-love. You can even see that her cup here. Like her cup's closed. So it's, and you know, when I say it's like that very intuitive, she's very intuitive and almost like to a psychic level. Look at her gaze at her cup. It's almost like she's looking at a crystal ball. It's like she's so like that intuitive, like you'll know what to do. Trust me. You'll know what to do. And again, for y'all, this tower moment, it is a blessing in disguise. Trust me on that, okay? Just trust me on that. And it's, for some Tauruses, it'll be pretty minor, and some, think of it as a scale. Some it might be minor, some it might be a little bit more like a 7 out of 10, or do you know what I mean? Like but it really is gonna be something that's really good for you, and it's gonna make you go within. All right, you're gonna have this moment, and remember, the most intuitive, and she is Cancer, by the way. All right, so I already love the synchronicity that's happening because we're moving into Cancer season, but there you go. I love it. I love that for you. The fact that we are the Two of Swords came up in your external factors area after the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is almost like there is going to be a decision you have to make, or you could be in a situation where it's kind of like not in your control, but you would be the one to make the decision. Like people would count on you. But look at the moon in the background, right? You see all that water. So it may be very emotional. The moon, your intuition. Remember what I said. You already have that here with the most intuitive queen, right? And so trust your instincts, all right? Trust your instincts and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The whole point is to take off that blindfold, but take that time to make that decision, all right? Take that time to make that decision. But go within, all right? And if you need to remove yourself for a little bit, remove yourself for a little bit, all right? So if you need to meditate, if you need to take that 20 lap walk around the pond or whatever I said earlier, do it. Just be in your, and have that like spiritual download and that intuitive download, and the instinctiveness will start coming up, okay? And that's going to be very good for you. And I love that it came in your external factors area. There could also be someone that really you may actually have to help, and that might be the universe's way of testing your gratitude, especially with the Six of Pentacles in your challenge area and the Two of Swords, okay, and your external factors area. There may be someone close to you. Again, I'm getting more like sibling, like squad energy, that someone else who may be confused and that's or just may need some guidance, and you may be that person that will come through for them. Okay, now you did get the Full. Now this, where it lands in your spread, I am not surprised. Look, remember what I said, the world coming to the end of your journey and then starting anew, 0. That's all you want. That's all you want. I can even hear y'all right now like, yes, I want this. Yes. You can have it. You can have it all. Have that gratitude. Don't lose sight of your passions. You'll be fine. Know that this is a blessing in disguise. You'll be fine. High energy, okay? It's a high energy month. I want you to keep your energy high as well, all right? Energy attracts energy, and we're all made of energy. Keep your frequency super high. Everything is energy. I love it. But the Full is, there you go. I mean, it's like you're like nothing's gonna hold you back at this point, all right? The Full is 0 is nothing, right? But nothing is everything. And so it is just it's infinite possibilities here, and you even see like the full abundance of the sun. This is when you see the Full, when you see this, I want you to see the Full as FULL as well, because the Full brings fullness of life, and you are ready to take that leap of faith. You're ready to do anything to move into this new area in your life, and it looks like you are going to be really good at what you're moving forward. You have something to celebrate. You got the card of Valor. This is, the Seven of Wands comes after the Six of Wands, which is all about victory. It's all about success, okay? And so this card is, it's saying that when someone has that success, when someone is victorious, when they get what they want, sometimes people become jealous and they come after them. So there may be a point of you having to, defend everything that you've worked hard for, not letting anyone take anything away from you. Remember, you already got the Knight of Wands in the heart of your spread, okay? Now you're getting the Seven of Wands up here in your final outcome. It's drawing a line in the sand at this point. Like, back off, everybody. Now, don't take this. I'm in it to win it. Nothing can stop me now. Nothing can stop me now. And we'll even clarify it for you. There you go. You got the Knight of Cups. I mean, I love it. I love the fact that you got the Knight of Cups. This is you're good. You're good. It's as long as you have like that confidence and continue to move forward toward your passions. That's what the Knight of Cups is. All he wants to do is fill his cup. That's all he wants to do. He wants to be emotionally fulfilled. He's very cool. He's very like, like the romantic, Mr. Romantic, the knight in shining armor. He has a lot of passion. Okay, it's really interesting. He is very, very, very Pisces, so very dreamy. He's like really into the arts and whatnot, but he's also just very pursuant of those things that bring him a lot of pleasure. And this is what's in your final outcome. Like, it looks like you will be getting the things that you want, especially you have something to celebrate, and then just pursuing it, having this pursuit. You got 2 knights here. You have to be active too. I want you to be active, all right? Proactive in getting the things that you want, all right? And this is also being, it's so funny that the knights, this is your second night. Let's see, let's pull another, you want to do, okay, we'll do another clarify. Oh, there we go. Wow. You're good. You got the 7 of Wands, Knight of Cups, and then the Death card. You're absolutely good. That transformation that new journey you want, it's coming 1,000% now. 1,000%. It would. I mean, 1,000%. Not only did you get the Knight of Cups, the Death card clarifying the Knight of Cups. Look at these 2 cards. Look how similar they are. Wow. Isn't that crazy? So, here's the thing. First, if you don't know the Death card, this is all about transformation. This is one of the best cards in the deck. This is having that transformative moment, leaving. It's almost like shedding what I said earlier. It's like, I don't even want to remember last year. I want to move into this new area in my life. That's what it is. Okay? This is it. You can see the sun coming out on the horizon. You can see the horse is white for purity, as is the rose. You can see he's fully protected, armored. Skeleton, all right? Skeleton. I say it all the time. Why is he a skeleton? Because think about it. Out of our body, what endures the longest? Yahtzee. The skeleton, our bones. So this is like a long shelf life that you're setting yourself up for, but this is you're good. You're absolutely good. You're definitely going to be pursuing the things you want. One other thing, there's a lot of creative energy here. You can see he's in the desert, but you do see the river, okay? There's that the richness of life flowing through it. You also see the wings of imagination on his helmet. You see that they're on his shoes as well. Like creative energy with this too. But also, when I speak of creativity, you see the fish on his armor. So really, really he is so dreamy. He is so, remember I said he's Pisces, right? The fish. So dreamy and so romantic and so just going after his passions. Very imaginative too. I love that. And so just be very imaginative this month. And there are a lot of days this month where it's just going to be like, your imagination is just going to soar. But in terms of like going after your passions and just like keep dreaming big, dream big. Okay. You're going to be good because the fish are red passion. Honestly, you're good. Taurus, you're entering. This is the month where everything changes for you. This is the month everything changes for you. You got the World, the Tower, the Fool, and Death. This is the month that everything changes for you in the best way possible. Now, let's break it down as I promised, week by week. Let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. Every week this month, like I said, we have that full moon in Sagittarius. That is going to be in your 8th house. So that's going to happen on June 3rd. So how significant is that? Full moons are closure, right? The ending of things, right? Now, with it being in your 8th house, the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. And you got Death, which is ruled by Scorpio. When I say this is going to be a transformative month for you, this is going to be a transformative month for you. All right. And then the 5th is when Venus enters Leo. Mercury's going into Gemini on the 11th. That's just very communicative. That's in its domicile. I love that for you. That's in your 2nd house, so a lot of like values. But then also remember with Venus and Leo and Mars and Leo, it's that confidence and being proud, being very proud. All right, high energy here. And then of course June 1st is we kick off this month with a bang with Jupiter that's in your sign conjuncting with the North Node. Very huge, very huge. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the first week of June. Oh my gosh. When I say you're good, Taurus, I want you to trust me. You are good. You just got the sun the first week of June, okay? This is huge. Majorly huge. Enormously huge. Gigantic. I can't even think of epically huge. But the sun, the biggest yes in tarot, okay? This is the biggest yes in tarot. I call it the BFY, the big fat yes, but it's the sun shining light on everything, shining all these dark shadows out of your life. The sun, optimism, growth, opportunity, abundance. Naked kid on a white horse. Come on, naked kid on a white horse with the red banner. That's absolutely amazing. That's victory. That's long hair, don't care. That's all that feeling of freedom and it just feeling good, right? The white horse, again, purity. You saw that in the death card. Let's keep going. I mean, this is great for you. This is absolutely great. You have the sun the first week. Oh, one other thing. Remember, I talked about energy. Can you see the cards? You see the vibrate. You see the rays coming from the sun. Those are vibrations. That's frequency. Okay, raising your frequency. You're going to be amazing this month. I love you, Taurus. You're awesome. Let's, okay, so the second week, we have that new moon in Gemini. And again, remember I said that's in your second house, all right? We're looking at your solar chart here. That's your second house. Values, that's you rule it, okay? You're the ruler of the second house, and Venus is your ruling planet. So this is, again, planting seeds, all right? Planting seeds at this point. And then remember, well, we have the corresponding full moon in Gemini at the end of the year. I mean, this is just a good time. This is just a good month. And Saturn's going retrograde. Again, that's a great thing. Thinking about, correcting course and maybe, if there's something that didn't happen for you, it's like time to think about why didn't it happen? And now I know why, because something new is coming through. It's all about that. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of June. You got the Four of Pentacles. This is really good. And this is going to be a month where I will not be surprised. I've already done a couple readings and this has come up in every reading, but I will not be surprised if this came up in everyone's reading because remember, this is a month with like Saturn is, even though it is at play, it is going retrograde. So it is really a good time to think about that. And this is all about putting things in order. This is all about building that structure and stability in your life, okay? Especially finances. Now, remember what I said, that new moon in Gemini is all about, it's your second house, which is salary and finances. So this is putting your finances in order, your wealth, even investments, is building like that structure, that foundation moving forward, okay? So this is really great. Just remember to be a little bit grounded as you do this as well. Do it in a way where it's practical. The reason I say that is you see that, he's holding onto the pentacle tightly. He has one on his crown, but he's standing on two of them. So when you're standing on your pentacles, you're disconnected from earth. So I want you to make sure that you are very practical in terms of moving forward. This is also your physical reality. If money and wealth isn't even a thing for you, just building that structure in terms of your home, your world, your relationships, your family, all of that. So third week of June. The 19th is when Jupiter sextiles Saturn. Again, think about what happened for you December 21st, 2020. Around that time, okay, you could see start things that you had been working on around that time start coming to fruition. Okay, it's going to resonate for every Taurus differently. All right, it could be your physical world, it could be spiritually, it could be emotionally, but even still, like, this is something that it's a very supportive aspect. Now, this is also the beginning of summer. The summer solstice on 21st, which is great. As you can see, I already have my air conditioner in because it's 80 degrees like the past few days in New York City. Has been crazy. But that is when Mercury sextile Mars. I love that aspect. That's really great. But we're moving into Cancer season. We'll talk about that for y'all. Again, more into all of this in your weekly readings. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the third week of June. I love this. You got Temperance. This is amazing. You're fine. You're going to be golden. You're going to be absolutely golden. And I want you to have that gratitude. Okay. Temperance is all about balance. It's all about like moderation. Temperance literally means self-restraint. Okay. So this is all about the fact that it's coming right after the Four of Pentacles is pretty amazing. All right, so it's building that. So you see what's happening here. You got the Sun, you got the Four of Pentacles, you got Temperance. So this is building that. Well, first of all, like a lot of growth, a lot of like abundance coming through, especially with the Three of Cups in your future. And then you're definitely having a very transformative month. But you're going to start building this foundation, this new path, this new life journey, this new chapter, this new hero's journey. And for a lot of y'all, it'll be financially or even just within your world. And then it's just going to like level out. This is all about balance. But when I say self-restraint, it's like just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Don't try to force anything at this point. Don't try to force anything. You're gonna have the transformation that you want. You're gonna start this new journey that you want. So you do see that the Sun all the way in the back here, right, is in the shape of the crown. You also see the little Sun on the Archangel's forehead. All right. So remember, you got all that intuitive energy here, that intuitive download. You see it here on the angel's pineal gland, but that Sun in the form of the crown in the background, you see that long path. So it's saying like some of the things you want, sure, it's going to take a little bit longer, but don't stress about it. You're eventually going to get it. You're eventually going to get there. And so I wouldn't like, any stress or concern or any of that. Low energy frequencies, and you don't want any of that. You want to own all those energies. And then looking at your spread, you have nothing to worry about anyway. You have the Knight of Wands in the heart of your spread. You have Three of Cups, the celebration. You're celebrating something. You have in your final outcome Valor, Knight of Cups, Death card. And don't forget, you got the World and the Fool and the Tower in the root of your spread. But that Tower message is more like, thank goodness that happened. I'm so glad. Now it's opened this up for this to come through. Now, the last week of June. Ooh, yeah, Mercury's going into Cancer. That is very just at this point, oh gosh, it's all about quality. It's all about like you're again very intuitive, the way that you even like the way that you communicate. It's at this point, with a lot of the aspects that's happening this week, it's really just being like very like visceral. It's especially with Neptune going retrograde, which is great. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the last week of June. And you got the King of Swords. Okay, so you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. The King of Swords is someone who is very, very powerful. Very powerful. And it's all about clarity. It's all about having that, the King of Swords, first of all, the only king that looks directly at you. He has absolutely nothing to hide. And he's faced all his truths. He's the most clever, the most strategic. head above the clouds. Okay, it's ruled by Aquarius. The kings are fixed. Swords are air, so it's a fixed air sign, which is Aquarius. And as we know, Pluto moved into Aquarius in your 10th house of career. So a lot of this is going to relate to career for a lot of y'all. Okay, fame, recognition, honors, achievements. But this is absolutely amazing. This is you just owning everything. Just not like I always say, this is the king. Like, think about the medieval times. If you were summoned by the king, this is the king that makes you like shake at the knees. That's how powerful and authoritative he is. Even his sword is tilted. He's ready to strike. You're good. You're good. You're amazing. You're amazing. I love the fact that you got the King of Swords as your last one. That's like a mic drop, honestly. Like, it's like, boom, I'm sitting in this throne that people are trembling around me. I'm like, not like in a, like what I mean, like you were going to have so much power. You're good. You're absolutely good. Like the biggest message that's coming through from your entire spread is it's almost like out with the old. I don't even care about what happened in the past. I just want to move forward. And, it's okay to think, if there were any moments from the past that were really hard or challenging with the Knight of Swords in your past, use those moments to empower yourself. Use any of that to empower yourself, okay? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, but it looks like you will. It looks like you will, because the only thing you want is change, and you're gonna get it in a huge way. Once again, let me make it clear, the world and the Fool, you got Death, you got the Tower, and you got the Sun here. You 3 of Cups, you're celebrating something. You're good Taurus. You're amazing. Oh gosh, 45 minutes. Oh my goodness, Taurus. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. You're amazing. Bye-bye. Thanks so much. Okay. No, for real. Thank you. Bye-bye.